Hello there. Again, this is all about UFOs with me. That's why I've called it UFO Zone, to be honest. Um, but I hope you like this. This is all about UFOs, which was spotted, filmed, mainly in the Second World War from aircraft, but also from the First World War. Some famous accounts worth looking at, where the guys is looking through the triangle wires, and they saw bright lights coming at them and around them. That's from the First World War. The Second World War, because they had photographers and the like on the plane, spotters, they were able to get quite a lot of pictures. Even now, they've not managed to take them all down. There's quite a lot out there, all originals, well, black and white, all very good pictures. And it's quite surprising how many's been taken. But and just to go a little bit further, that's why I want to do this today. There's a story with Eisenhower and Sir Winston Churchill meeting end of the war, or just about end of the war, talking about UFOs. They always denied it. I mean, they always say, "Oh no, it didn't happen. No, no such thing." But as far as I know, a green paper came out quite a number of years ago when the D notice won out, and people were able to see what they've said. But it's not much, nothing on it, as far as I know. It just said basically we spoke about UFOs, but at least we always sort of guessed that, didn't we? But the story with that, it was a particular aircraft coming, a Lancaster War Air Force plane coming back from whether it was a raid or a spotting. I don't know, but it was coming back anyway to England, and they actually filmed 9 bright lights, so far as I know, spherical shape as well, and that got took to Winston Churchill and Eisenhower because they were so interested in it and they wanted to know what were buzzing the planes, and all the way through the Second World War. Not just the War Air Force, as far as I know, the Germans. I go to the Germans in a bit. They also filmed it. The Americans filmed a lot of them because, like I say, there were cameras all over the planes where they had to film the ground. So they were lucky enough to film. I have one little personal item with this. My uncle, when he was alive, bless him, he was Lancasters. I never used to say much about them, but he did say he came across a few items in objects in the sky could never explain, um, uh, which creeped him out a bit. But yeah, so they're up there. He was a Lancaster. He was in Second World War. But yeah, incredible. But what I like about them denying it, I don't know how the American MOD works, but in UK MOD, when people started to look for files on UFOs, you're not going to believe what MOD actually said. The excuse was, we haven't got none because we burn them every 5 years. And I gesture not, and that's the official explanation. We haven't got any UFO files or anything because up to 1967, their excuse, they burnt the lot every 5 years, which called me a bit of a non-believer, but it's hard to believe into, you know. So I can only presume somewhere there's a big archive of all this stuff and pictures and probably even a little green man there as well. But who knows? But there'd be a lot of it somewhere, especially from all those photos what were taken. Because there's, like I say, if there's a lot online which you can physically see, there must be an awful lot which we can't see. Very good shots as well. If there's any artifacts, I don't know, but I thought I'd mention it because I thought that was an interesting bit. It always seems to get missed out. People, they always say, well, Ice and I, not much of a meeting. Did it go on? Did it or not? But when you back up with they were burning the papers every 5 years. They were doing it for some reason. They wasn't doing it to save space. MOD doesn't think like that. They just burn the warehouse. Not their money, is it? Anyway, It's again the truth. It's not really a story, is it? Really, it's just a bit of just to back up that yeah, they know UFOs are knocking about. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I will go on next time. Actually, a few few minutes from now, I am going to talk about um, I won't say NASA, the German UFO crafts, which actually did exist. And don't disbelieve them. It really 100% did exist. Whether it flew to space, I doubt it, but it's supposed to flew and hovered. I mean, that's an achievement, isn't it? Let's be honest. So I'll go on to that on the next one. Anyway, God bless. If you get a chance to subscribe, brilliant. If not, it doesn't really matter, does it really? You know, we all end up in the same place. Thanks a lot. Thank you.